Are you someone who is envious in flattering to your friends' ways of craftsmen in your industry? People who you're like, man, that person is so good at this. I wish I were better. Like, what are some of the traits that you think of when you talk about the craft of stand-up comedy and how it's done?
If you go stand-up comedy, I mean, I can give you stand-up comedy. I can give you business, and stand-up comedy. Love Dave, love Chris, and just talking about the comics now of present. Love Seinfeld, love Wanda.
And you're just talking about watching the way that they're executing all of it.
I'm talking about 4 completely different styles within the names that I just named. 4 completely different levels and approach to joke telling. Whether political, whether self-deprecating, transparent, authentic, risk-taking. Those comics that I name are just profound in the craft. They are undoubtedly, Hall of Fame comics, right? And when you say Hall of Fame comics, you're talking about people that can tell a joke inside and out, and you don't even realize that you're in a bit until they give you the reward of the ending to the bit. The concept of talking and making you comfortable with what I'm talking about in the manner that I want you to be comfortable in, ultimately to take you through a laugh cycle. It's a craft. So those are like some of the best at the fucking craft. Seinfeld, until this day, it wrecks my...
He's a master.
It wrecks my mind at his outlook on simplicity. Like his ability to break down things that we overlook on a day-to-day basis. He sees. That's the beautiful mind shit. He sees through a different lens than anyone else.
He's one of the few comics I could say ever, right, are quote-unquote more successful than you the way that popularity is measured. But I can't mention many, right? There aren't success.
Seinfeld is a stud, right? And I mean, when you go to success in comedy, I don't measure success by the money or by the fame. How many times have you recreated yourself? How many times have you done the hour thing? That's hard. The hour specials are hard. You are giving an audience 60 minutes of fucking laughter. And you do that time and time again. I mean, you got comics that have 7 specials, 8, 6, 9. I mean, what? I think right now I'm at 8. I'll be going into my 9th if I decide to do another one. That's a lot of fucking specials.
Because it's so hard.
It's a lot.
I know. I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying.
I'm like, it's a lot.
I'm just saying we found a place where your ambition meets a finish line. Because the
stand-up specials will they have to reach. They have to meet a finish line. Right now, I'm battling with, is it 9 or 10? What's my number? What's my wrap-up number? And I say, okay, I'm done. But that's just putting a conclusion to a great story. That doesn't mean comedy stops. The specials will stop. Stand-up comedy won't stop because I love it. That's my therapy. Getting on stage and performing, I love it. So I'm always going to do that. But the idea of a special, this last one that I did is, I would put it up there as could be measured against Seriously Funny. I think Let Me Explain Seriously Funny were like my best. I think this one measures against. Grown Little Man can be in a conversation, but I think Let Me Explain Seriously Funny, Laugh at My Pain was good too.